It was a typical day in the arcade. The sounds of whirling machines and excited players filling the air. But within the world of Fix-It Felix Jr., something had gone terribly wrong. Wreck-It Ralph, the burly, well-meaning bad guy, found himself trapped in an unstable game glitch that threatened to tear apart not just his world, but the entire arcade. Ralph, usually the one causing destruction, had never felt so helpless. The glitch was like an invisible force that distorted everything, creating dangerous holes in the game code and warping his surroundings. His once familiar pixelated world now appeared as a flickering, fragmented mess. "Help!" Ralph yelled, but the arcade's alarms blared too loudly for anyone to hear. His last hope? His best friend, Vanellope von Schweetz, who wasted no time rushing to his side. Seeing the destruction, Vanellope knew she needed backup, and fast. She sprinted through the digital doors of the arcade and into the main hub. Her eyes quickly scanned the screen, landing on the bright and shimmering faces of the Disney princesses. The magical heroines had just finished their own adventure, but they were always ready for more. "Princesses!" Vanellope shouted. "Ralph's in trouble. The arcade is in danger. We need your help." The princesses immediately gathered, their eyes filled with determination. "What's the problem, Vanellope?" asked Rapunzel, twirling a lock of her long golden hair. Vanellope quickly explained the glitch that had trapped Ralph and was threatening the stability of the entire arcade. The princesses knew what they had to do: combine their unique abilities and work together to save Ralph and restore order. The princesses spring into action. Rapunzel, with her radiant, glowing hair, stepped forward first. "I'll lead the way," she said, her voice calm and confident. With a wave of her hand, Rapunzel's hair shimmered brighter, casting a warm, golden glow that lit up the dark and glitchy maze of broken game code. The maze was a maze of shifting walls, collapsing platforms, and swirling data. But with Rapunzel's guiding light, the path ahead became clear. "Follow me," Rapunzel called out, her glowing hair lighting the way through the chaos. Behind her, Elsa, with a determined gleam in her eyes, conjured an icy blast that froze parts of the glitching code as it threatened to spread. "I'll make sure this doesn't spread any further," Elsa declared. With each wave of her hand, she encased the unstable parts of the game's code in ice, halting the glitch's progress. Meanwhile, Moana, ever brave and resourceful, used her navigational skills to guide the group through the most dangerous parts of the stormy digital landscape. "These digital storm waves are unlike anything I've seen before," she said, her expression focused as she steered them through the roaring tides of glitch-fueled energy. Her or cut through the waves like a ship through the sea, steadying their journey. Ariel and Belle's key roles. But the team wasn't complete without Ariel and Belle. Ariel, her red hair flowing in the currents of the digital storm, tapped into her deep connection with the sea. Though this was no ordinary ocean, she could communicate with a strange digital sea creature that appeared to be guarding Ralph. The creature's shimmering, pixelated form seemed almost sentient, but Ariel, with her calming voice, approached it cautiously. "Hey there," she whispered softly to the creature. "We're here to help. Ralph needs us." The digital sea creature, understanding Ariel's words, moved aside, allowing the princesses to continue on their path toward Ralph. Back with the group, Belle, who had been studying the strange, distorted coding around them, noticed something odd. "This glitch isn't just random," she said, squinting at the complex digital data. "It's programmed. Someone or something has deliberately set this in motion." With a swift motion, Belle conjured a glowing holographic book from thin air, flipping through its pages as though it were a guide to this very digital world. "If we can decode this," she muttered, "we can hack the glitch from the inside, saving Ralph." Together, the princesses worked in perfect harmony. Rapunzel's glowing hair illuminated the glitchy maze, Elsa's ice halted the spread of the corrupted code, and Moana's skillful navigation helped them maneuver through the digital storm waves. Ariel's communication with the digital sea creature granted them safe passage, while Belle decoded the glitch's programming like it was a magical spell. Finally, they reached the core of the glitch, where Ralph was held captive, his towering figure trapped in a bubble of unstable digital energy. The arcade's very foundation was cracking beneath them, and if they didn't act fast, the entire game would collapse. With a synchronized effort, Belle muttered an incantation under her breath, and the princesses combined their powers. Elsa's icy magic froze the glitch's core, Rapunzel's hair wrapped around the frozen structure to stabilize it, and Moana used her oar to break the digital barriers, creating a path for Ralph to escape. With one final burst of energy from the princesses, the glitch was destroyed, and Ralph was freed. The game slowly began to restore itself, the arcade's balance returning as if nothing had ever been wrong. The celebration. As the arcade returned to normal, the princesses gathered around Ralph, who was still slightly dazed but incredibly grateful. "Thanks, everyone," Ralph said, scratching his head. "I really thought I was done for there." Vanellope laughed and nudged him. "Yeah, you looked pretty stuck. You're lucky these girls showed up to save your butt." Ralph smiled, but then, still flustered from the whole ordeal, he muttered, "Maybe I should just stick to wrecking buildings, not games." The princesses laughed, and Rapunzel grinned. "Heroes come in all shapes and sizes, Ralph, and you're definitely one of them." Elsa nodded. "Every hero has their strengths. Yours just happened to be, well, wrecking things." Moana grinned. "And yours was keeping the arcade from falling apart. That's a pretty big deal." With that, the group celebrated their victory, and Ralph, though flustered, felt a sense of pride. The princesses had saved the arcade, and with their unique abilities, they had reminded him that no matter what shape a hero takes, they're all essential to making the world a better place. And with that, the princesses waved goodbye, knowing they would always be there to help in times of need, no matter how chaotic or unexpected the adventure might be. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.